wrestling fans, guys, I'm going to tell you, WWE really proved tonight that the WWE unified, undisputed WWE Universal Championship overall really means just about nothing on TV. It is being devalued. I mean, it doesn't mean as much anymore. The prestige is slowly but surely wearing thin on WWE TV, wrestling fans. Slowly but surely. WWE came out and said it. They came out and said it. When WWE had Michael Cole and Pat McAfee come out and say in the main event tonight that Roman Reigns has not defended the WWE Universal Championship since he captured the gold back in April. You can go back and watch it. They said that he has not defended it since he unified the titles at WrestleMania. April, May, we're in June going into July, wrestling fans. Going into Money in the Bank, just 3 short weeks away, guys. And let me tell you, that's pretty bad. And I mean pretty bad. And the first title defense that he has is on Smackdown. The first title defense he has is on Smackdown. And one of the biggest reasons why is because it's not at Allegiant Stadium at Las Vegas. It's at a smaller arena. You don't want to put the WWE Universal Championship on the line at a smaller arena against Riddle, somebody where you claim, and he is known for being from Las Vegas. Listen, Riddle getting his title shot on network TV next week. Again, another championship match. Again, wrestling fans. Oh, and by the way, at any time, if you enjoy any of this review, make sure you become a subscriber and hit that bell for all notifications. But again, another championship match. Of course, we know Riddle's going to lose, but it'll be an epic confrontation. Riddle, I hope, goes and they let those guys go ball to the wall with their match. Go all out with their match. Roman Reigns' first championship title defense since April. And, of course, Riddle's first big main event spot. This is his first big main event spot, his opportunity going up against the Roman Reigns, the WWE Universal Champion. I hope they let them go all out in this matchup because we know this isn't making money in the bank. And since this isn't making money in the bank, here's what I hope happens. 4th of July weekend, Riddle gets Money in the Bank. He becomes Mr. Money in the Bank. Some of you might say, well, that might throw a little curveball in the Randy Orton, RK Bro, Roman Reigns, all that stuff. That might throw a little curveball there. No, not really. If you ask me, it adds a little extra layer to it. Randy Orton's going to continue on with his rival with Roman Reigns. Once this is done, wrestling fans, with Riddle, Randy Orton will come back and he will face he will face Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. But Randy Orton, Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, and of course Riddle. Just think, winning Money in the Bank at Las Vegas, and then somewhere down the line, when he is ready, becomes a champion in WWE. And I want you all to think of this. Keep this in mind. Go back in history, wrestling fans, and you can go back in history and look at how WWE usually has their champions. Okay? If there's a babyface champion mid-card, then there's usually a heel top. If there is top champion, as far as their main champion, whether it's WWE, Universal, whichever one, doesn't matter. And vice versa. What happened tonight? What happened tonight? Gunther became the Intercontinental Champion. Some of you might say, yeah, right, Roman Reigns ain't losing for a while. Listen, if this is the schedule that Roman Reigns is going to have, Gunther just took the title off of Ricochet. It's time for a babyface. It's time for someone to take the title off of Roman Reigns. Can't be Cody Rhodes. I'm sure that would be awesome to see, but it can't be him. I know one person I don't want it to be, though, and that's Drew McIntyre. I don't want to see Drew McIntyre hold the WWE or the Universal Championship. I'm sorry. I just don't want to see that. I don't want to see any part of that. It's a waste of time. That is a complete waste of time. Okay? Drew McIntyre holding that title, we've seen it. It's come and gone. It's come and gone. Don't want to see it. Y'all remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy any part of this review. But trust me, if history repeats itself with this, Roman Reigns won't hold the titles much longer. It's just not going to happen. Now, you might ask, well, what about his WrestleMania matchup with The Rock? That match doesn't need a championship. You know, John Cena versus The Rock, their first one once in a lifetime, which I really thought was the only one that WWE really needed. But their first match didn't have a title at WrestleMania 28 on the line. Roman Reigns versus The Rock does not need a title on the line. Those two facing each other sells itself. Take the title off of him. If he's going to have a Brock Lesnar schedule, take the title off of him. If he's going to have that type of schedule. Because, look, I'm not saying that the title has to be defended every single month, but we should see that championship. We should see the gold more often than what we've been seeing. Either tag team action on pay-per-view like we did back in the mid 2000s, building to WrestleMania. No Way Out. Undertaker and Batista took on John Cena and Shawn Michaels. Just to name an example for you, wrestling fans. Build up to WrestleMania. Listen, we should see something like that, or a 3-on-2 handicap match, aka the Triangle of Terror, taking on Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. SummerSlam 1991. Look, we should see something. We should see Roman Reigns by the Usos side as they're trying to tear down the next tag team. Something. As the Usos are trying to rip apart Randy Orton or Riddle or both of them. Something should have been happening. Something. And since it's not, it's time for the gold to change. And we can still enjoy this tribal chief, the head of the table character, without them holding all the gold in WWE, and some of the other talent can flourish and have something to go after and elevate their career, their character to the next level. Because right now, you just got 2 mid-card titles that WWE hasn't done much with, and you got Money in the Bank coming up. Riddle, I hope you win that. Think that would do wonders for you. It looks like we're going to get John Cena versus Theory. That's the rumor for the United States title. And I don't know what they're going to do with Gunther. He's just going to storm through everybody. But more about SmackDown. It looks like we're going to see the Viking Raiders, who like to eat big turkey big turkey legs and play games and all different types of crap. That's how they were re-emerging them in WWE for SmackDown tonight. And then they said they were coming soon. This is how you're going to re-emerge the Viking Raiders. This is how you're going to reintroduce them to us by the episodes where they were eating turkey legs and playing games with the Street Profits and stuff like that. Not a real threat to the tag team division, is it? Doesn't sound like that to me. Okay. Need somebody to be a dominant, viable threat to the tag team division, to the tag titles that the Usos hold right now. Because we all know RK Bro is about to split up. We all know that sooner rather than later, Randy Orton and Riddle will split up. If this thing goes past the end of the year and into WrestleMania next year, I will be highly surprised. I just will. But we'll have to wait and see. And speaking of things going as far as a storyline is concerned, I think we can see Sami Zayn out of being the Bloodline's pet, the Bloodline's kind of honorary member after him losing to Riddle tonight. I think we can see that happening next week. All that plus Ronda Rousey WWE is actually trying to play up that she possibly could be hurt by the sharpshooter that Natalia put her in. Trying to play all that up of what happened tonight. That little injury. Do I buy it? No. Do you buy it? No. But that was pretty much what happened on Smackdown tonight. It was an okay show. Pretty much stay tuned in for one reason and one reason only, and that was to see what happened at the very end of it. And of course, we all knew what was going to, and that was Riddle victorious. You all know what I think about it. Him getting an opportunity at the title next week. Do you want to see that on SmackDown? Do you want to see it at Money in the Bank? Let me know in the comments below. If it doesn't happen at Money in the Bank, do you want to see Riddle become Mr. Money in the Bank 4th of July weekend at Las Vegas? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel today. Hit that bell button. And of course, until I see you again, this is Webby. And I'll catch all of you on the other side. Talk to you later.